Hi, Ted Morrissey here. I think in troubled times, writers and other creative folk can feel like what they're doing is sort of pointless. Uh, what ought they be doing instead in terms of trying to make the world a better place? But it's through their creativity that they manage to survive it and maybe help others to survive it too. And I can take as an example Mary Shelley's life, which began in tragedy with the death of her mother when she was just a few days old. But her childhood and early teen years was rife with political struggle. The French Revolution had been a recent event when she was a child, and so a lot of people in London and England were afraid it was going to happen there, what had happened in Paris and in France. The Napoleonic Wars were raging across Europe when she was a child into her early teen years. And of course, the tragedies just continued to mount for Mary, starting with her mother's death when she was just a baby, to eventually family members, her own children, her husband, etc. And throughout it all, what sustained Mary was language, reading, writing, editing eventually became a major pastime for her as well. And so I think that the story of Mary Shelley is a story of survival, and the key to her survival was always words, language, creativity. And I think that's a lesson a lot of us can embrace now and feel okay about continuing to write stories and novels and poems and songs and do artwork or whatever we need to do, even though all these horrible things are happening around us. Maybe because all these horrible things are happening around us.